to work. And you may be here this morning and you would agree. You say, the reason that I'm as miserable as I am right now is because I've tried everything and nothing seems to work. I thought she would make me feel better. I thought that this new job would make me, happy. I thought that getting married would fix all of my problems, and nothing seemed to work. And so you're feeling the angst that these people are feeling in this text, that there's a deep darkness. But into that darkness and that nakedness, God sent a child, a baby child born to a virgin, unwed virgin, poor virgin. He sent a child who was privileged, a deity, the Son of God, but he was born not into a palace, but into poverty. He was born not into privilege, but he walked among the helpless and the harassed and the outcast. And he was born into poverty not because he himself was poor. He was born into poverty because he was identifying himself with us. That's what the Christmas message is, that God is with us. And in order to be with us, he had to become poor, because that's what we are. We're poor. Before God, we're all spiritual beggars. There's nothing in my hand I could bring. It's only to the cross I cling. There's no spiritual assets I have to commend myself before God. And so Jesus Christ became poor because we're poor. He died a criminal's death, not because of his sin, but because of our sin. Look at Isaiah chapter 53, or I've got it up on the screen there. It says, surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Who's this talking about? Isaiah is talking about the child. And the child in Isaiah 9 is now this man in Isaiah 53 who's bearing our griefs, carrying our sorrows. We considered him smitten, stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But here's what he was doing. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. What's it talking about? It's talking about the gospel, that Jesus Christ came and died a criminal's death, all the way back here in Isaiah, not for his sin, but for our sin. That in us there was this spot, this enmity between us and God. Think of this bottle as our sin, and here we are as my hand, and we're trying to get up to heaven. But no matter how high we go, there's always this layer of separation between us, and humanity has been trying to do anything to take away the layer, to get out from underneath the judgment, and Jesus Christ comes and absorbs the wrath of God and takes away the layer so that the enmity would cease, so that we could have peace with God, so that we could have a relationship with him, so that the darkness could be abolished by the light of Christ. That's the light that Isaiah chapter 9 is talking about. God sends a son into the darkness as the light, and it overcomes the darkness. Now that's just